What's the dumbest thing you've ever seen in class? Our math teacher Anthony lost his entire career over a Rubik's Cube. He was this super strict guy who'd been teaching for 15 years, and everyone knew not to mess with him during class. He'd give detention if your phone made even the tiniest sound, and he once made a kid cry for asking to use the bathroom during his lecture. But there was this one student, Nathan, who just didn't care. He was actually really smart, but spent every class solving his Rubik's Cube under his desk. Mr. Anthony would get so mad his face would turn red, but Nathan always got perfect scores on tests, so there wasn't much he could do about it. One day, Mr. Anthony completely snapped. He stormed over to Nathan's desk, grabbed the Rubik's Cube, and threw it straight into the trash can. The whole class went silent. Nathan just shrugged and pulled another one out of his backpack. Mr. Anthony looked like he was about to explode. He grabbed the second cube and threw it away too. Nathan pulled out a third one. This went on 5 more times, with Nathan calmly pulling out cube after cube while Mr. Anthony got more and more frustrated. By the 7th cube, Mr. Anthony was sweating and breathing heavy. That's when Nathan said something that changed everything. "Sir, I can solve these faster than you can throw them away." The class tried not to laugh, but you could hear a few snickers. Mr. Anthony's face went from red to purple. He grabbed Nathan's backpack and dumped it onto the floor. 30 Rubik's Cubes spilled out, creating this rainbow pile of plastic squares. Nathan had apparently been preparing for this moment for months. Mr. Anthony completely lost it. He started stomping on the cubes, crushing them under his shoes while screaming about respect and authority. The whole class pulled out their phones and started recording. Some kids were crying, others were laughing, but everyone knew this was the end of Mr. Anthony's teaching career. The principal heard the commotion and rushed in. She found Mr. Anthony jumping up and down on a pile of broken Rubik's Cubes while Nathan just sat there with this calm smile on his face. The whole thing went viral on TikTok within hours. The school board called an emergency meeting that night. Security footage showed Mr. Anthony's complete meltdown from multiple angles. They couldn't ignore a teacher destroying a student's property while having what looked like a mental breakdown. But here's where it gets even better. Turns out Nathan's dad was a lawyer who specialized in cases against educational institutions. The next day, Nathan came to school with a briefcase full of documents. Inside was a detailed record of every time Mr. Anthony had confiscated or destroyed a student's property over the past 3 years. The school tried to handle it quietly, but Nathan's dad threatened to release all the footage unless they made some serious changes. By the end of the week, Mr. Anthony was gone. The school had to implement new policies about teachers confiscating student property. Nathan became a legend. Even the teachers started treating him differently. Everyone knew he'd orchestrated the whole thing just to prove a point. The new math teacher let students do whatever they want as long as they maintain good grades.